Hello and welcome to Box, where we unbox, review and demonstrate the latest tech. Today we have with us this 2022 Asus Flow Z13 laptop. Taking the idea of a portable computer system to a whole other level, the ROG Flow Z13 is so versatile that you can manipulate it to work with any task you set your mind to. As a much lighter version of the X13 model, Asus have gifted us in 2022 with this newer ultra-thin touchscreen device with a detachable keyboard that doesn't waver on power performance and display quality. Getting into the design, you instantly see what Asus are going for. Everything has been compacted down into this one thin tablet with a soft keyboard attachment, taking up hardly any space on a desk and offering so much more maneuverability that I don't feel constricted to a set mode of use. On the outside, you get a classic ROG black and red gamer look, with some nice space-age stylistic decals that double up as vents for airflow. The little window on the back feels highly reminiscent of the transparent tech era. Even though it's essentially just an insight into the mainboard for pure aesthetics, the tiny details lit up by the RGB lighting just scream Asus to me, and generally adds just another unique design aspect that you don't find on your regular laptop. Of course, the whole front here is just the screen, giving you a full 16:10 slightly taller display than usual. The screen isn't exactly edge to edge, there is a slightly thicker bezel there, but all in all the size and general quality looks stunning at first glance. Now this design is a little more akin to a tablet. It's backwards in a way, housing all the processing power, fans and inputs within the screen portion, while the keyboard takes a step back as a less important part. The back does house a kickstand that rotates on a 170-degree hinge, allowing you to place the screen at whatever angle you find comfortable, whether that means rotating the screen to better reach certain ports or bring the speakers closer when watching movies. With the screen being the top-heavy part, I do feel a little restricted with the specific angling I usually get with a normal laptop screen, but this kickstand is very sturdy and at least stops the screen wobbling when typing or adjusting. The body is made from a high-density aluminium alloy, so it's tough enough to take scratches and even accidental knocks, which is a key feature for an on-the-go machine. It also takes heavy handling well, with barely any visible fingerprint smudges on the body itself. The keyboard is something of a novelty to me, being so used to the fixed nature of a standard laptop. This one lies nice and flat, and it's got the option to raise it higher if I want it angled, even clipping on and off when I no longer need it. This is great for opening up space for use with another keyboard, mouse or games controller for example if I don't get on with it. The keyboard does have some flex naturally, but honestly it's much sturdier than it looks, supporting my hands as they rest to type and hardly moving at all when typing fast. I'm also impressed to see that they've even managed to incorporate a customizable RGB backlight into this keyboard, which is brilliant considering how thin it is. The trackpad is a little on the small size, but it's not too different to using one on a small tablet keyboard, and it's quite similar to some of the other Asus touchpads that I've seen before. It's still nicely responsive with a silent click, which is great to see in any touchpad. Holding it in my hands, my first thought is how ridiculously compact it is. Now it's only 12mm thick with the keyboard attached, and the 1.1 kilogram weight is perfect for holding it and using it as a tablet for long periods of time without my arms getting tired. The soft back to the keyboard also allows a much firmer grip when holding it closed, and I like the variety of textures across the whole body. It gives a more premium feel than the all-smooth matte plastic that you normally see on a laptop. Due to its tablet nature, it's not built for using on your lap when typing, confining you mostly to a table when using the keyboard, but it is great for walking around and holding it, browsing the internet and watching videos wherever you like, just using the touchscreen alone. Considering it's built to support gaming and creative work, the internal vapor chamber, liquid metal cooling system and battery have been well thought out to offer something lightweight and ultimately portable, while still offering a machine that's quiet and cool during high performance. Though I feel Asus actually listened, delivering something laptop users have been asking for a long time, it still might not be for everyone, but the unique design just adds to the appeal for this machine for me. Along the sides, you'll find the inputs to keep you connected to a wide variety of devices. Looking along the left-hand side, you get one Thunderbolt 4 support DisplayPort that's also used for power supply, along with the specially designed XG mobile connection, covered in a rubber cap that also holds the extra USB-C in case you need it. On the right, there's your power button, a volume rocker switch, a USB 2.0 Type A, and a 3.5mm combo audio jack. There's even a microSD reader hidden underneath the stand, which is neatly integrated and perfect for offloading content directly in a discreet manner. I do love that they have the integrated XG mobile connection. It was a perfect addition for the X13, and having access to it within this model, it really lets you convert it into that perfect portable machine for watching movies, games, and using creative apps on full performance without slowing things down. Getting into the display, we have a 13.4-inch 1920 by 1200 glossy display that's an FHD IPS level touchscreen. If you want to go all out, you can get this version with a 4K resolution to fully make the most of that RTX 3080 XG mobile external GPU for playing the latest games and using creative apps. I was even surprised to find that I could play at a max 120Hz refresh rate, which is brilliant for playing fast-paced titles like Forza Horizon 5. It does also support a stylus just like the Asus Pen that you can see with the X13, working in favour of those who create illustration and graphic design work. It's especially important to see that the display is also Pantone validated and has a DCI P3 colour, so there's no doubt that your work will come out pinpoint accurate. Even if you're not using it for this purpose, I found the touch aspect to be convenient for browsing the web and interacting with menus with just the tap of my finger. Now the glossy screen is prone to glare, and with it also being touchscreen, you will find yourself more often than not trying to rub away finger marks. But the viewing angle is pretty excellent, and with an impressive 500 nits brightness, you don't need to worry about not getting a good view. The display again was very beautiful to look at. It's clearly designed to look great with movies and games, especially with the addition of Dolby Vision support. But in general, the quality was clear and sharp, letting me see details in everything I consumed, and colours stood out vividly, making brightly coloured animated shows in particular look incredibly pleasing to the eye. The tablet style gives you more of a portable TV than the standard restrictive laptop design. It's great for gaming with a controller or watching full-screen movies on top of being able to interact by touch alone, changing the way we think about the portable computer completely. Luckily, when checking out the screen for any imperfections like IPS glow and dead pixels, I didn't spot any glaring issues, which was great. With the brightness turned up full, I found the picture came out nice and bright, great for watching content in both light and dark conditions. It does have a better brightness output than some of the top-of-the-line laptops released last year, which is great to know that Asus are constantly improving their screen quality with each iteration. Getting into the internal specs, we have a 12th gen Intel Core i9-12900H processor with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 Ti laptop GPU, using a 4GB dedicated memory. This is a pretty powerful combination considering this is basically a tablet laptop hybrid. Even better, you get two 8GB LPDDR5 onboard memory, totaling a max capacity of 16GB RAM. This should be perfect for running HD content on creative apps like Premiere Pro, running multiple browsing windows at once, and importantly supporting some high performance games without too much lag and stuttering. I found it ran quite smoothly both on and off mains power. Generally browsing the internet and having multiple apps open at once, it ran beautifully. Of course, this machine has been specifically configured to help you game to your heart's content. Whether running traditional PC titles or using the Xbox Game Pass for PC, you can game with your keyboard as usual, but most interestingly, it also supports connection for up to 4 wireless game controllers if you want to take your console experience on the road. I tried out Forza Horizon 5 using the Game Pass and Xbox Series X controller, and for most of the time, I had a relatively smooth experience both booting it up and during gameplay. Now we do only have the FHD version of this laptop with the RTX 3050 laptop GPU, so gaming was great using the medium graphics quality preset on startup. I could play on high quality well enough, but when switching to the ultra setting, it couldn't support the gameplay at all. But on medium quality, I found that I could just play beautifully with hardly any lag or stuttering, despite the lower render quality. Though I couldn't experience gaming at the best quality that this game could achieve, I did love having the ability to play these games wherever I go without being confined to a desk or console. Now you can of course use the XG Mobile to boost performance to the new and more powerful external GPU, using their specially designed plug and play system if you need more power for those high performance ultra gaming settings. But in general, it was great to see the laptop running games smoothly despite the lower quality while being plugged into the power without the need of that additional unit. I was pleased to see that the laptop did also come with some additional game support, such as the full game mode, that does help adapt the settings automatically to improve performance and reduce latency. Even though I didn't see these effects dramatically change, it's good to know that it does have that support built in to help play games better than your standard laptop would. When it comes to sound output, you do get a 2-speaker system with smart amplifier technology that delivers high-resolution audio using Dolby Atmos tech. I played a few movie trailers and the audio was strangely level with some beautiful bass and detail. The speakers are placed a little awkwardly on the side of the screen at the bottom, causing the sound to become distorted when holding it in tablet mode, but the overall quality was impressive. I could hear it brilliantly even across the room. Of course, it's hard to take my word for it, so here's a quick sound sample to give you an idea of the quality on offer here.
We have it all. 3, 2, 1. Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
excitement and the action to a whole new level.
It's going to be more of a spectacle.
With some people working from home more often, I know it's important to have a decent camera and microphone with you to hand. Well, this laptop comes equipped with 2 inbuilt front and rear cameras and accompanying microphone to keep you in touch with colleagues and friends. The 8-megapixel front-facing camera quality was okay, showing my face in adequate detail even from this well-lit space, though this was nothing compared to the rear camera, which puts out a much sharper HD quality, which I would personally use more often for video calls and capturing images. The field of vision was also quite wide for both cameras, fitting both me and the camera within frame. Now, even though the video quality isn't perfect on the front-facing camera, you can hear my voice pretty clearly, which is brilliant for video calls with friends and family. Getting into the battery life, it's a 4-cell lithium-ion battery with 56 watt-hours of power. Now, I did use this laptop pretty extensively, putting it through more than you would normally over the course of a day. I had it turned on constantly without it going to sleep, running multiple apps, playing games and running HD YouTube content. The battery was fully charged on power up and I would say it lasted about 6 hours before I needed to plug it back in. Now, I had the brightness set to full the entire time along with the fans set to performance mode, so this did drain the battery significantly. On top of this, when utilising the touchscreen aspect, it would again use a lot more power than a usual laptop display. I would say you could get an estimated 9 hours out of the battery when simply using the battery alone for writing documents and watching video content, but if you are predominantly using creative apps and gaming at high quality, I'd just suggest using it connected to the power constantly for a much better performance. Of course, the Armoury Crate app helps significantly in maintaining the fans and keeping an eye out for overall performance of the laptop at all times, which really helps keeping on top of power management. Additionally, you do also get a small 100 watt AC power adapter with a generous cable length to keep you going, which is the perfect size for fitting in a bag alongside the machine. But honestly, Asus have put plenty of support in place within the machine for keeping you going without having to worry about the battery letting you down. So overall, this laptop is definitely one to consider if you're looking for a good on-the-go machine with decent specs. Now, with or without the additional XG Mobile, this machine has so much to offer both in terms of general day-to-day use, creative works, and gaming. The touchscreen and detachable keyboard lets you strip the laptop down to a tablet, really making this a versatile machine for a multitude of activities. I would definitely rank this laptop respectively when it comes to choosing an all-round versatile machine, delivering its promise and letting me take my work and play anywhere I go. So what are your thoughts on the Asus ROG Flow Z13? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Box, where we have plenty of hands-on reviews on the latest tech. And as always, thanks for watching.